Well, hello there everybody. We are sitting here in Sherry, my 1995 Chevy Monte Carlo LS. And if you know me, you know that I like keeping cars stock when it makes sense. So, if you also know me, you'll know that I really hate LEDs, the light bulbs, as I say that with some LEDs above me. Well, I don't like them for a multitude of reasons. And I have always hated cars with LED light bulbs for one reason, and that is they blind you. But what I will say is, my mother's car, which has LED headlights, at night are unmatched with this car's halogens or my father's car's halogens. It's amazing how bright they are. So I was like, I would get LED headlights, but they blind you and they're cool white and they look weird. So I started researching it a little bit. So what I came up with is, there's a YouTube user I watch who kind of had a good analogy. He doesn't like LEDs either, and he said, a lot of new cars come with LEDs, right? So what I like to do is, as Metallica said, fight fire with fire. If you can't beat them, join them. So he put LEDs in his cars, and I was like, really? You did that? I don't know about that. But I started looking around, and I decided that, you know what? I got some extra money. Why not? Why not get LED headlights? But no, we're not done, because we have to go balls to the wall Italian. We are going to be, in this video, replacing with LED the low beam headlights, the high beams, the front turn signals, the rear tail lights / brake lights / turn signals, and the reverse lights. So let me just show you some statistics here really quick. So if we take a bulb tour on the car, you will see here turn signals, low beam, high beam, obviously. So here's another thing. This car does not have daytime running lights, which if you're going to be replacing your lights with LEDs, that could be a problem, because a lot of cars, including this one, when they started offering it, the daytime running lights were always on, and they were the high beam that came on at a reduced brightness. So that could cause some issues. This car doesn't have that, so no problem. So otherwise, you have the marker lights here. That's a new lens, by the way, because the old one was cracked. I'm not going to be, these are 194 type bulbs, are real common, every car's always use them. I'm not going to bother. And the simple reason is, there's the UPS truck, is because they're so insignificant. I mean, when you turn the, lights on, you see they're just little marker lights. If they burn out, I'll replace them, but I'm not going to bother otherwise. While we're at it, I'll show you. Here's the halogen headlamps, right there, and then the high beams, which are right here. Bright, but LEDs are brighter. And then obviously the hazards, which are right there. Interestingly enough, when the lights are off and you turn a signal on, they blink in sync. But when you turn the parking lights onto the headlights, they go out of sync. They blink opposite. I don't know why GMs do this, but watch. It's a weird phenomenon, but GM is full of them. So we'll move on. Pardon the mess. I wanted to replace this dome light with an LED, but the problem is I can't find an LED bulb for it. I can barely even find those halogen bulbs, so I'm not going to bother. The map lights, I'm not gonna, because I don't even want to attempt that. This car does not have reflectors or anything. I'll show you in the trunk. Running light around here. This one likes to fill with water sometimes. It's not right now. So on this car, the tail lights, brake lights, and turn signals are all one bulb. The reverse lights, which are right here. I'm not going to bother with the third brake light unless it burns out. I could, but it's so insignificant that I'm not going to bother, especially because it's not illegal even if it is out. And then the trunk light, again, if it burns out maybe, but it's not required right now. So now we're going to look at what I bought. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, so let's take a look at what I bought. Now, some of the stuff has been open because I've been looking at it. So, of course, we have two auto parts stores local. We have AutoZone and we have Advance Auto Parts. I have found historically that Advance has everything AutoZone has for a few bucks more. The advanced tax, as I like to say. So basically, in this car, the rear brake light slash turn signal, the rear lights take the same bulbs as the reverse lights and the front turn signals. So you would think, oh, you can just buy 3 of them then. They are the 3057. So the reverse lights obviously need to be white. The tail lights can be white or red. The bulbs that are in there are white, but it's a red lens, so the only thing a red bulb will do is make it redder. And of course, the front ones need to be orange for amber. So I was at AutoZone, just because that's where I went, and I bought those. So for the reverse lights, we have Sylvania white bulbs. And then for the tail lights, we have the same things, but in red. I was going to get 2 of the whites, but that was the last white they had, so I was like, oh, perfect, I'll just get the red. It was the same price. And then, of course, for the front ones, we have amber. These were, I can show you. I've got to cover some personal info here. These were $19.99 a piece, which, for comparison, the halogen bulbs that are the same model are $5.99. So there's a pretty big difference. So, with that said, when I was there, they did not have the amber bulbs. They had in stock one of these left and a few of these, but they did not have the amber. So, since it's on the same street, I went across to Advanced Auto Parts to see if they had it, and sure enough, they did. $22.29 versus $19.99 for the same thing that AutoZone had. See the difference? That's why I say I always prefer to go to AutoZone, even for other stuff. I don't like Advanced for that reason, and that it's more expensive. So the headlights are interesting. I figured I would just buy some Sylvania ones, what AutoZone had. They wanted $99.99 for a set. So in other words, it would have been $200, one for the brights and one for the headlights. And I said, no. We're going to have to wait on that. So I got to looking around, and I started looking online. I wanted to buy a name brand, just because. But I started watching some reviews of some, and I found some that a certain YouTuber had talked about by a brand called Auxito. And I said, all right. I had asked him a little about them, and he said, yeah, these are pretty good bulbs. This is what I run in some of my cars. I like them. And best of all, they were cheaper. Instead of $19.99 per piece, they were $85.99 per piece, which granted, my brights are model 9005 and my headlights are model 9006. It's what a lot of cars take, but that's what those are. So I decided I was gonna do the Auxitos, but I said, let me take a look and see what Scotty Kilmer has to say, because Scotty Kilmer does very, very good work, and he does a lot of honest reviews. If he finds something that is junk, unlike a lot of other people who review stuff, he doesn't get paid to, he will tell you it is junk. So I typed in Scotty Kilmer LED into YouTube, and I watched some of his videos. And he had used a brand from Amazon called Cougar Motor. And so I said, all right, those bulbs look pretty good. He said they're pretty good. He's got them installed on some of his cars, not the exact 9005, 9006, but they were Cougar Motor nonetheless. And I said, all right, these look pretty nice. So I went to Amazon, and I went to Cougar, and I put in the 9005s and the 9006s. And they were significantly cheaper. They were 40 bucks a piece. And I was like, that's a lot more affordable, because now you're only spending like 90 bucks total after everything. But then I realized the best part. Cougar Motor on Amazon sells a combo package that gives you the 9005 high beams and the 9006 low beams for $65.99. Sold. I bought some. I said, yup, these reviews look good. Plus, here's the other thing. On Amazon, Auxito sold the same thing but for $70. And I was like, well, at least it's a brand I'm a little more familiar with. But what made me a little weary was that there were only 5 reviews instead of 15,000 for these. And I said, yeah, let's do the Cougars. So, we have, let me get them all ready. So, first of all, I ordered them Wednesday night. Today is Friday afternoon. They came in less than 2 days, and it was expected to be here on the 31st. That's amazing. So here they are. This is a generic box, but when you look on the side, there's the different labels. They came in a box just like this from Amazon. I will say I'm impressed that these are physical Sharpie check marks, so it looks like that these are being like hand assembled, which actually makes me really happy. They're made in China, assembled in USA, and for the price, you can't beat them. I'm gonna give them a try. I'm gonna see if I like them. Gotta be better than what I have now, because my halogens are, yeesh, they are dark at night. And my headlights aren't even yellowed or cloudy. But we're not done. I got to looking at a video by Kyle04, and he had a 1993 GMC Jimmy that he was doing some restoring work on. He made a video called, "Are LEDs a worthy upgrade for an older vehicle?" which I'm gonna put in the card right here. Go watch that. And that had a lot of useful information in it. He mentioned something that stood out to me, and that was that if you have an older vehicle, sometimes because LEDs use such a significant amount less energy than halogens, the car might actually not even pick up the bulb, and it might think that the bulb is out, and it might do the weird hyper flash thing where instead of the turn signal going, it'll go. So I was like, I wonder. So I got to poking and prodding on this car, and I realized that yes, in fact, this car will do that because it doesn't know how to read the LEDs. That's the reason that that's open, is I just put one in to test it, and I was like, yep, it does. So we got to get a remedy. Now, there's two ways to do it. You can solder in an extra little fuse bridge thing, which I'm going to link to Kyle04's video because he has a lot more info. Or you can do this. You can get a plug that goes under the dashboard and knows how to read the LEDs. Got this at AutoZone. It was, the receipt is on the other side, a $17.99 item. And one other thing, so that got me 2/3 of the way there. I know how to fix it, and I know what part I need, but how do I install it? Well, that is where the Haynes manuals come in handy. I got 2 of them from my library. Here's one of the Haynes manuals. It's for this exact car. And here's the other Haynes manual. This is a lot thicker. It's a lot more general. It's for all of the versions of the cars, like the Regal and stuff. But if we go to the Haynes one, or the Monte Carlo one, and we go to chapter 12, page 4, the receipt just fell. Ding, 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 ding. It shows you exactly where the circuit is. Where to replace this, right here. And this picture right here shows, you can't see it. There it is, right there. This shows you exactly where that piece needs to go. And I was like, oh, that is perfect. So, yeah, I'm gonna skim through these because there are some other small issues with this car that I would like to take care of while I have these. But in the meantime, we're going to start at the back and go installing some bulbs. So let's do it. Okay, the first and easiest lights to replace are the reverse lights. So before we do anything, I'm just going to give you a little demonstration, parking brake on, of what the current reverse lights look like. Ready? Here's the current reverse lights. They're halogens. Interestingly, if you just go through the gears, they don't come on. You have to, there's they have a delay. Watch, ready? Here's reverse, you'll hear it. There's a little delay. So even if you go through the gears at normal speed, you won't really see it. If you go slower, you see them a little. Basically, there's the halogens. They're not all that bright at night. So we're going to fix that. So on this vehicle, the reverse lights are actually incredibly easy to change. All you have to do, oh my God, don't mind the mess. Let's make this look a little more presentable. This car has so much stuff in it. All right, so on this car, because there's no stupid fucking cloth shit covering the trunk, all you have to do is come up here, find this, twist it, and pull it out. We're actually only going to do one right now because I want to show the difference. All we do, pull that out. Now, here's what's important. LED bulbs have polarity. So in other words, unlike a halogen, you cannot just install them and expect them to work. They have to go a certain way. So, for example, so just as a reference, I'll pull this up so you can see the difference. So, shift into reverse real quick. Let's see if the LED's on. It is. So that's the correct way. So I'll go ahead and I'll put these in the little thingamabobber. And I will show you what the difference looks like. Put this one in the orifice or whatever. I don't know if orifice, or I don't know if that's a technical term for it, but whatever. And I know the one on the right bracket's a little loose, whatever. Oh, wait a minute. You're looking at the garage door. Let's fix that. All right. Now look at the difference. You see the difference? Look how much brighter the LED is. It's not as apparent now, but at night it is apparent, very apparent. And it doesn't get warm and cloud the lens on. Another thing, this is, believe it or not, instant on. Watch. Watch what happens. Even if I go quick, still comes on a little. Whereas the halogen, watch. See the delay, and then when I go off? Watch. So it's instant on, and it's brighter, and it's cool white, and it doesn't get as hot. It's a win-win. So we're going to get a picture, and then I'm going to just replace the other bulb real quick. Alrighty, so now all we have to do is come back here, come to this one. It's hot. Ow, it's hot. Take it out. LED in. Gonna test it now to make sure it's in the correct way. It is not. So we will pull it, swap, and now, there you go. You cannot see that. There you go. In the correct way. So, oh, it's hard to look at. Just do that. Get it in the orifice again. And now, there you go. Look at the difference in those. All right, I went ahead and moved the car over a little so you could see the full thing. Now, we're going to do the taillights. So the taillights are going to be the red bulbs. So first off, here is what they look like. Pretty red, you know, kind of bright. Those halogen bulbs are not that old either. Turn signals. And the not the completely on flasher, as opposed to where, like this, it flashes completely on and off. I'll also show you, just for your benefit, braking. So we'll just do this. So if I brake, there's me braking, I turn a signal on. Or if these are on, and I go over. So yeah, that's what that is. That's what they look like. So taillight replacement in this car is pretty easy. Basically what you do is you remove the cargo netting right here, and there's a little anchor it's attached to. All you do is you unscrew this screw that it's attached to. Completely unscrew. While we're at it, let me put the old halogen bulbs from the reverse lights in here, even though they're not going to fit as they should. So, once you do that, you peel this carpeting back, and then there's two more little buggers right here that you have to pull. Throw that there, and then there's one way back here. That's all that holds the taillight on. So at some point, maybe once a year, you want to check these inner bolts and make sure they're not loose. And then taillight comes off. Simply just undo that. There's your taillight. And then there's the halogen bulb, which for reference is a white bulb. And then all you do, pop that out. Take one of the red bitches. Same size, maybe a little minutely bit bigger. Pop it in. If it works, we're golden. If it doesn't, we're not, and it works. So now, what we will do, also, another benefit to LED brake lights is that they're instant on, so when you hit the brake, they don't have a delay. Could I have bought nicer bulbs? Probably. Oh well. The AutoZone specials. These are not interchangeable. There is a difference between the two on the inside here that hold these on and the one that holds the cargo net on. So don't mix them up. I have spares of all of them so I could show you the difference, but I'm not gonna. The marker light on the front driver's side, if you remember, I made a video a long time ago about how to replace that bulb. That lens was cracked. Since I have 2 sets of everything in terms of those marker lights from junkyard cars, I just replaced it with one of them. The best set, I mean. Because there's 4 total since I had a full orange and red set from 2 different cars. Just screw that back in. Make sure it's the correct way so that we can have the unneeded cargo net work correctly. There we go. Now, close the trunk, sit back here, and gawk at the difference. You put your back a little more. There we go. So first I'm just going to turn the tail lights on. Look at the difference. It may be a bit hard to see now on camera. That one is redder. That halogen one is oranger. This has a darker red tone. The other one looks a little orange. Maybe that helps. Yeah, it's a little orange. So I'll show you for example here. And I'm not doing the license plate light either, just because there's no reason to. I'll show you here. So, brake, look at the difference. So if I hit the brakes, look how instant on it is. Or if I turn the headlights on, it's going to blink fast because it's not sure what to do, but, you know, like that. That's what it would look like. So yeah, pretty damn impressed with it so far. So it's really hard to tell on camera, but also the heat dissipation is another thing. Those are obviously going to put out a lot less heat. So the signal problem we're going to get taken care of, but for now we're just going to get these bulbs put in. I'm not going to film the other one, I'm just going to put it in real quick, but I mean, you can see, again, just remove, that's going the wrong way for some reason. Just remove. You've seen it, I'll come back to you guys. All right, that one's installed. Let's flash these motherfuckers on. Look at that. Again, it's hard to tell on camera, but it's a much redder light, if that makes sense. The halogen, because it was a white bulb, wasn't as red, it looked more orange. That is really deep, deep red. So, I think I'm going to do some weird-ass maneuver here. I am going to attempt, this is what Roman Atwood would say is a GAD idea, good, bad. I am going to attempt to take this car and park it perpendicular in here. Not fully, but on an angle, because I want to try and, yeah. So, let's behold my stupidity really quick. I want you guys to get a full view of my stupidity, okay? Just watch and observe, and we'll see if this works. I will be stunned if this actually works. Holy shit. Alright. One more thing then, Alright, I think we got this. We definitely got this. Alright, cool. Alright, this is so stupid. But oh well. Why did I do this? This is so dumb looking. This box is getting almost crushed under here. Let me move this box. Alright. Let's work on the front and then we're going to work on the little fuse. So on this car, I made a whole video that'll be in a card right now where I literally showed the entire process of taking out these headlights. So I'm not going to really document it too much, but I'll show you here. So for reference, we'll turn this off real quick. Here, my shoe's untied, are the halogen headlights. They're not super bright, as you can see. Let me turn the garage light off, it's on. And then here are the brights, which are slightly brighter. And then the turn signals, which aren't going to work properly because the LED thing, but I'll show you. So you can see they're not super bright. They work, but they're not super bright. So, with that said, I am going to first, I had to decide on the order of what I wanted to do. I think I'm just going to install the LED bulbs first and then tackle the harder part. So, hood's already open. So what I'm going to do, actually, you know what? Let's tackle the hard part first. I'll make a video about that here in a second if we get to it. All right, so this lower panel here comes off with 2 Phillips head screws. It's pretty easy. Can't get my phone to sit straight with the flashlight. It just mounts, it's the one right here. The trunk button, you just undo these 2 clips and it comes off, and the rest of it is just 2 screws. Now, when you, as you can see here, it says, the combination turn signal is mounted to the firewall just left of the steering column under the instrument panel. So what you can do is you can turn the blinker on, there's the new one, and you can listen. Now, to locate it, what you do, all right, folks, after some poking and prodding, that whole dash panel has to come off. You just undo the trunk clip there. I'm going to actually go around.
I don't know if this is it or not. I can't tell. And there's no way I'm going to be able to see this.
I can try. I can get under there and try and do it.
Yeah, I think this might be it. Hold on.
Using both of the Haynes manuals.
There's no way to get that out.
I'm going to try. All right, folks. Wow, that was difficult. All right, so took the floor mat out. So here's the box. This box, can you explain where
it was tucked up way back behind the firewall.
Yeah, so basically, if I can put the camera on the floor, this box was like, which way was it in? Was it just you stuck it up like, so it was up here. Needless to say, it requires a lot, like a lot to get this out. You will find it eventually. Just look and look and look. Now we're gonna take it out. So it's clipped in, folks, but basically, I can hold, this would be easier if I didn't have a fucking center console. I can't see it, hold on. I'm gonna put the camera through this hole. All right, I got it. It's got a clip, that's the OG. There's a clip.
I don't know that there is because the new one doesn't have a clip.
Well, either way, just pull it. There is a clip. That is absolutely a clip.
Okay, well, I need you to move the camera because I need to put my body here to try and get to it.
All right, folks.
And I need the light.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's actually a perfect view. Look at that fucking wiring harness blocking it. So the new one doesn't have a clip-looking fucker.
I need a flathead, please.
What size?
Small.
I don't really know if I have a small dog. Sorry. Small flathead.
And I need the light back.
I know. This is the most unconventional setup. I'm holding these the wrong way. Well, no, that works. Oh, you got it.
Yeah, the problem is I didn't see which way. Okay, it must have gone like this.
It has 3 prongs at the end. I don't know if that's correct.
The new one has 3 prongs, Isaac.
Okay, so pull it out.
Hold on, I'm looking. So this is upside down,
yeah,
right?
the GM logo was facing out.
Okay, hold on a second, though. So the clip is on the bottom.
Well, the new one. Okay, so let me hand you
see this.
So the new one's right next to you.
So the clip is
show
on
it.
the bottom.
So this is show the comparison between the new and the old. There they are.
All right, so if we do this right,
Model EP28 is what that is. Novita brand.
the clip is on the bottom. So
Look
if
at the other
clip is
side.
on the bottom. Hold on. That means that the 2 prongs go facing up. So that means it goes like this.
Well, look at the other side of the
Should
old
be
one.
upside down.
Yeah, that's it. Just like that.
Okay, so the clip. The 2 prongs go on the clip side. So this is the clip side. It should fit like this.
You're probably gonna have to push it hard because the old one was in there pretty tight. It might click.
Okay, go ahead and turn your flashers on and let's see if that works.
Okay. Turn it on.
That's a good sign.
It's louder.
Okay, let's leave it all open until you put your halogens in, right?
LEDs, because the back, look at the back. See how it's flashing LED?
Okay. Yeah.
It's louder. And it has a...
It may not be louder once you switch.
I know, but...
Okay, so that's the first step.
So what's interesting is it has a different flash pattern. What I like about it is that it's I don't know how to explain it, but like, instead of it being an even blink, it spends more time off than on, and that's how a lot of old GM cars were, where it's like that. I like it. So, folks, now that we've done the hard part, we're going to put the LEDs in up here, and then we're going to put that shit back. Yeah, that's going to be the bitch. Hoo boy, ladies and gentlemen. That may have looked easy on camera. That was one hell of a clusterfuck. If you do this, be prepared for a whole shitload of swearing and messing up and pulling and prodding and pinching and pulling and fucking and, you know, all of those. All right, now, I'm not going to video the whole process of this because I've done it before, but basically we'll start on this side. Over here, there's 2. So this has to come up, then this, and then the screwdriver, which is on this side. And then basically take... Yeah, so this. No, I'll do both sides at once. Just for getting chills. Fuck it. Alright, now. Normally you wouldn't need pliers for this, but because I'm too cheap to just literally replace this piece with a piece that's sitting in the garage or the junkyard, I do it like this. So, one time I accidentally broke this nut thing, so now look at the difference. Yeah, so this is garbage. So let me go get one of my spare ones real quick. And I got one of my spare ones from my auto parts store in my garage, aka Junkyard, sponsored by You Pull and Save, aka sponsored by 2000 Chevy Lumina and 1999 Chevy Monte Carlo. There you go. Perfect. So this piece of shit can sit over here. Alright, so now I'm going to pull this out, and then once we're over here, we're going to do everything at once. So, bright, low beam, signal. Set this assembly aside. So let me show you now where we're at. So here is the signals. The halogen, obviously it's a halogen bulb, or if you fancy you could do that. And then the low beams, right here, which are bright, admittedly. You can't see the high beams, of course. And then the high beams, which are here. So it's actually even brighter. In fact, my eyes hurt. But we're gonna kill those. So first up, we're gonna use these bitches, which are the ones from Advance. We're just going to, oh that's hot, oh that's hot, oh that's hot. I don't want to imagine how hot the halogen ones are gonna be. Pop this motherfucker in. See if it works. Nope. The other way. Fucking polarity bulbs. That's it. Look how much brighter. Okay, now we're going to do the fun part. So we'll start with the headlights, which are 9006. Here they are. These are direct insertion, plug and play. There you go. So put these here. And here they are. Hot, hot. So it is the, well, I'll pull this halogen out to show you. There we go. It is an exact size difference. They are the same. So, put this halogen aside. Hot halogen. And I'll show you. Pop goes the weasel. For the brights, it's the same process, although because these are brights, it's the slightly smaller package. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this and put it in there. Here are the brights, 9005. And just like the halogens, there's a red ring versus a yellow ring, although those don't have any. All right, they're in, they're a little heavier. Let's test them. Whoa, that is much brighter. All right, I'm afraid of the brights. Ah, oh, 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 God. Oh my God, those hurt my eyes. Damn. Oh, those are, yeah. Ow, my eyes. Oh my, I literally am seeing bright lights right now. Ow. Those hurt. All right. Obviously the bright, then we can put in the BX right here. So what we're going to do now is we are going to put the head lead assembly back on, which is pretty simple. Just going to go one. They're a little harder to put in because you got to get them a little more exact, but it's nothing to be concerned over. 3. And now we go. In she goes. All right, I'm going to reassemble this. I'll be back in a second. Alrighty, folks. Let's go ahead and close the hood just for good measure. Just do that. Parking lights. There we go. And headlights. Damn. Ah! Just looked into it. The camera can't even pick up the difference. That's how major it is. Let's do that. Let's try this. I can't. It's too bright. Holy shit, it's much, that hurts me. It's much brighter, is that? It's not as much brighter, it's just more direct, is the best way to put it. It shows everything. Damn! Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and do the other one, we'll be right back. Alright, I didn't film the disassembly because it's the same exact thing, but basically, what we'll do, here's the other one. Come over here, pull this, set it there for now because we don't want it to break. Get the LED out. Am I putting it in the wrong way? No. Now whether it's going to work first try, I'm going to go with no, just knowing my luck. Yeah, as I figured. There we go. It's a lot less orange and more pale, but it's fine. It's a freaking, at the end of the day, it's a turn signal. Alright, now need these little babies right here. Oh shit. These are the headlights. These are hard to get out. One, two. Do that. And then the brights. There, and two. Did I put this in the wrong way? Did. Oof. It can go in, actually it can't go in either way now that I think about it because it's LED. There we go. This goes here. Close that bitch. This goes here. Do that. Here's the other turn signal bulb. And now, oh yeah, I should probably test them just to make sure. Can't look at that. It's instant too, there's no delay. Good. Very nice. All right, out of curiosity, 1, 2, 3. Damn, them look pretty. It's so hard to see it on the camera because of the way it is. Damn, oh God, those are so bright. Hey, other drivers do it to me, I feel perfectly allowed to do it to them. So yeah, now we're gonna put the cover back on. Alright folks, it's 9:34 at night. That clock's a little ahead though. Let's test these LED headlights, ready? So first of all, watch behind me. When I brake, look how bright. Now if I put on my reverse lights, look at that. Those are pretty bright. Alright. Let's test these damn headlights. So, parking lights, which are meh. Watch the headlights though. Look at how bright. Now let's try the brights. God damn, those are fucking bright. Bam! That's nice. All right, man. Add the charge signal on. It's hard to see, but it's over there. The markers are. You can see it there. Cool, cool, cool. Instant on too, baby. Love it. Thanks for watching. Feel free to subscribe or click like if you like what you've seen. Follow me on the web, wix.com/theelevatorworld/fans. Bye-bye.